So, hello friends, welcome back to our channel Exam Buddy. Now let's do our assignment Applied Positive Psychology Week 4th Assignment 4. So, the first question is Shapiro et al. 2006 proposed three core components of mindfulness. Which of the following is not one of them? So, these are the option intention, attention, motivation, attitude. So, let's check the answer of our first question. Question first, what is mindfulness? Shapiro and her colleagues 2006 proposed three components of mindfulness: intention, attention, attitude. So the answer of our first question is C, motivation. Now the second question is which of the following is not listed as a mechanism that contribute to the positive effects to mindfulness. So these are the options: self-regulation and self-management, value clarification, exposure, memory, suppression. So let's check the answer of our second question. Question second, according to Shapiro et al. 2006, repressiving is a meta mechanism that leads to other additional mechanisms that further contribute to the positive effect of mindfulness. So, self regulation and self management, value clarification, exposure. So, let's check the answer of our question. So, the answer of our second question is D, memory suppression. Now, the third question is according to John Kabat-Zinn, what is a helpful way to deal with thoughts mindfully? So, these are the option, and now so the answer of our third question is C, observe thoughts without attachment and let them pass. Now, the fourth question is which of the following is not a key element of mindfulness practice as described in the content? So, these are the option engagement of one of the five senses, an anchor or for focus, multitasking, returning to the anchor after distraction. So, let's check the answer of our fourth question. So, question fourth, mindfulness practice, if it includes these key elements: engagement of one of the five senses and anchor. The anchor is your focus, returning to the anchor. So the answer of our question fourth is C, multitasking. Now the fifth question is which of the following is not a characteristics of the flow experience as described by Csikszentmihalyi Mihaly 1990. So these are the options. The answer of our fifth question is C, constant self-evaluation. Now the sixth question is which of the following best indicates a person is not in a state of flow according to six Zen Mihali's theory. So these are the option, and now let's check the answer of our sixth question. Question sixth, loss of self-consciousness in flow is marked by a freedom from concern about others' opinion or judgment. So the answer of our sixth question is B, they frequently worry about how they appear to others. Now, the seventh question is which of the following activities is least likely to be conducive to flow? So, these are the options: dancing, watching TV, sports, creative arts. So, the answer of our seventh question is B, watching TV. Now, the eighth question is according to research, in which situation are atoltelic individuals least happy and motivated? So, these are the options, and now let's check the answer of our eighth question. Atotelic individual, they are least happy and motivated in apathy, low challenge, low skill situations. So the answer of our eighth question is B, low challenge, low skill situation. Now the ninth question is why might someone not experience flow even if their skill level is high enough for a challenging activity? So these are the options, and now let's check the answer of our ninth question. Autotelic individuals, non-autotelic, those least motivated in high challenges, high skill situation, on the other hand, did not find the apathy condition aversive. Hackner 1996, Rathond 1998-1996 demonstrate that a autotelic personality is fostered in what he called a complex family environment on that simultaneously provides support and challenges. So the answer of our ninth question is A, because they are too focused on external reward. Now the 10th question is what is the relationship between mindfulness and flow as supported by research? So these are the options, they are unrelated. Mindfulness enhance the likelihood of experiencing flow. Mindfulness prevent flow, flow reduce mindfulness. So let's check the answer of our 10th question. So question 10, several studies provide empirical support for the idea that mindfulness enhance the likelihood of experiencing flow. So the answer of our 10th question is B. Mindfulness enhance the likelihood of experiencing flow. Now submit your answer. Thank you friends for watching this video.